There's a particular kind of exhaustion that has nothing to do with how many hours you work today. It's the exhaustion of running your entire life as a solo operation. Like you're the only person in the building, and if you stop tracking everything for even a second, the whole thing collapses. If that lands, stay with us. Because what we're going to look at today is two surprisingly radical ideas that, when they actually sink in, take the pressure off in a way most self-help never touches. Here's the shape of it. Idea 1. Life isn't something you possess and manage on your own. It's something you're already sharing, at a level deeper than personality, deeper than relationship, deeper than you usually notice. Think of two people in a room, breathing the same air, and neither one really registers it. Idea 2. There's a kind of unearned okayness, call it grace, call it whatever you want, that isn't waiting on the other side of your to-do list. It's already here. You don't have to earn it. You just have to notice it and claim it. Most of us are running ourselves into the ground trying to manufacture our own sense of worthiness. These two ideas offer a way out of that. Not a belief, a way out. Let me tell you about Sarah. Not a real person, a composite, but you'll recognize her. It's Sunday evening. She's not doing anything, she's lying in bed, and her body is still, but her mind is running Monday. The inbox she hasn't opened yet, the conversation with her manager that ended weirdly on Thursday and never got resolved. Her kids' school forms, something she said at dinner last week that she's now replaying, wondering if it landed wrong. She's not solving any of these problems. She's just holding them, all of them, at the same time. And here's the thing, she's doing it alone. Not because there's no one in the house. There's a partner asleep next to her. There are friends she could call. It's not literal aloneness. It's something deeper. It's the felt sense that all of this belongs to her, that she is the one responsible for keeping the whole operation from falling apart. Then something small happens. She stops mid-thought and realizes she hasn't taken a full breath in about 20 minutes. Her shoulders are up near her ears. Her jaw is locked. She's been in bed for an hour, and her body has been at war the whole time. That pause, that involuntary stop, is where we're going to work today. Because that pause is the crack, and what gets in through that crack, if we let it, changes everything. Let's name what's actually happening in that moment. Sarah's exhaustion isn't really about the inbox. If you handed her a perfect Monday, all issues resolved, she'd find something new to hold by Tuesday night. Because the exhaustion isn't about the content. It's about the posture. Somewhere along the way, most of us inherited a belief we never actually chose. The belief goes like this: I am a separate person, running a separate life, and the outcome of that life is entirely on me. Like a business with no partners. Like a river you have to generate yourself, with your own two hands, one bucket at a time. And here's the metaphor I want you to hold, because we're going to come back to it. Imagine there's a river running beneath your feet. It's been there your whole life. It's constant. It's full. It's completely indifferent to whether you notice it or not. But most of us, we're standing on the bank of that river, working furiously to carry our own water in buckets, back and forth, bucket after bucket, sunrise to sunset, Sunday night to Sunday night. The river doesn't care how hard we're working. It's just there. Here's where the first idea lands. What if the separateness you've been defending, the sense that your life is yours and yours alone to carry, is a story, not a fact? What if, underneath the personality and the schedule and the name on the mailbox, there's actually one life, and you're already sharing it? I'm not asking you to believe anything mystical. I'm pointing to something you already know when you stop long enough to feel it. When you're with someone who's grieving, and something in you moves without permission, that's not two separate systems politely acknowledging each other. That's one thing recognizing itself. When a stranger's laugh makes you smile before you've decided to smile, same thing. When you walk into a room and feel the mood before anyone speaks, same thing. We're not as sealed off as we think. The aloneness Sarah is feeling on Sunday night isn't a description of reality. It's a filter she's looking through. And the filter is the exhaustion. When that lands, when you actually feel, even for a second, that you're not the sole operator of your own life, something in the chest unclenches. The buckets get a little lighter, because you start to suspect the river was doing most of the work anyway. And once that door opens a crack, a real question shows up. If I'm not as alone in this as I've been acting, what else have I been carrying that was never mine to carry alone? The worry about how Monday will go. The rehearsal of the conversation. The low-grade tracking of whether I'm doing enough. Being enough. Keeping enough plates spinning. What if a lot of that isn't actually productive labor? What if it's just the buckets? The habit of hauling water next to a river. And this is where the second idea meets us. Most of us think of okayness, real, settled, unforced okayness, as a reward. Something we get after the inbox is clear. After the conversation is fixed. After we've been good enough, productive enough, kind enough, thin enough, successful enough. It's the prize at the end of the tunnel. What this lesson is quietly suggesting is that we have that backwards. That kind of okayness, some traditions call it grace, isn't the finish line. It's the starting condition. It's the ground you're already standing on. It's the river under your feet. It doesn't need to be earned, because it was never withheld. The only thing standing between you and it is the belief that you have to earn it first. And here's the part that sounds too simple to work. Until you try it, you can claim it right now. Before Monday goes well. Before the conversation resolves. Before you become the person you think you have to become. You can, in this exact moment, stop the manufacturing. Sarah, in her bed, doesn't have to fix Monday to feel okay on Sunday night. That's the whole point. The relief she's waiting to earn on the other side of a perfect week is available on this side of it. Right now. Not because anything changed out there. Because she finally looked down and saw the river. So what does this actually look like on a Tuesday afternoon? In the middle of a real life. It looks like catching yourself mid-brace, noticing your shoulders are up around your ears again. Noticing the jaw, noticing the 20-minute stretch where you forgot to breathe. And instead of adding one more task, now I have to relax, you just pause. And you remember, I'm not actually running this alone, and whatever it is I'm trying to earn, I don't have to earn to be okay right now. You set the bucket down. Not forever. Just for this moment, and you notice that the river is still there. It was always there. Nothing outside has to change for the pressure to change. That's the quiet, radical thing on offer. You don't have to fix your life to stop bracing against it. You can start moving with it instead. And moving with it, you'll find, actually gets more done, with less damage, than the solo operation ever did. We're going to sit with this now. A few minutes of just letting it be true, before the mind decides what to do with it. If you're finding value here, you're welcome to like the video and subscribe. And now, let's shift into a quiet guided meditation together. Let's take a few minutes with this. Nothing to figure out, nothing to fix. Start by letting your body arrive where it already is. The chair, the bed, the floor, whatever is holding you right now, let it hold you a little more fully. Soften your shoulders. Just a little. Notice if they've been up near your ears without you knowing. Soften your jaw. Let the tongue rest. And take one breath, not a performance breath. Just a real one. In. And out. Notice, without judgment, how much of your day you've spent bracing, holding, tracking, managing. You don't have to stop doing that. Just notice it. Now, gently, imagine setting something down. One of the buckets, just one. Whatever is heaviest right now. You're not throwing it away. You're just setting it on the ground for a moment. And feel what happens in your hands when they're not holding it. Underneath you, beneath the day, beneath the mind's running list, something has been steady the whole time. Call it the river. Call it life. Call it whatever word feels honest. You didn't make it. You don't have to maintain it. It's just here. And you're in it. Already. Right now, breathe with that for a moment. Not to earn it, just to notice it. There is nothing you have to become before you're allowed to rest here. There is nothing you have to finish before you're allowed to be okay. The okayness isn't waiting on the other side of Monday. It's underneath this breath. Let yourself feel that. Even a little. And if the mind wants to argue, that's fine. Let it argue in the background. You don't have to answer it right now. Stay here for another breath. And another. Notice the quiet that shows up when you stop manufacturing. This is available anytime. In the car. At your desk, in the middle of a hard conversation, you can set the bucket down for a moment and remember the river. Nothing has to change out there for something to change in here. Take one more breath with us. And when you're ready, no rush, let your eyes open. Let the room come back. Bring a little of this quiet with you into whatever comes next. Thank you for practicing with us today. If you'd like, there's a link to a free digital copy of ACIM in the description. And if this video resonated with you, please comment. I am grateful. Thank you for spending this time with us. Whatever brought you here today, the noise, the tiredness, the low hum of holding everything, We're glad you stopped for a moment. Be gentle with yourself this week. You're not carrying this alone, even when it feels like you are. We'll see you next time.